Welcome back to another Coffee with Laura. I am your friendly health coach, life coach, personal trainer, nutrition specialist, your go-to for life health, Laura. Today, I'm really excited about this topic, and actually this has shown up in so many of my coaching clients because it's a problem I guarantee you every single one of us deals with, myself included. We think wrong. And I know that sounds like such a funny thing to say, but hear me out. So, have you ever had the thought, I don't want to? Yeah, probably have, right? We hear it all the time. As a trainer, I heard it, I don't want to work out. I don't want to eat well. I want to drink my beer. It's always what I want and what I don't want to. With coaching, I hear, I don't want to do the work, whether that's I don't want to journal, I don't want to meditate, I don't want to reach out to the people I love. We get very comfortable in our comfort zone, but then we're dissatisfied when we don't get what we want. But who wants to pay their mortgage or their rent? I mean, if I could live in my house for free, that would be super cool, but obviously that's not how it works, so I pay my mortgage. Who wants to go to work every single day? I've yet to really find one person who wants to go every single day. If anything, I've heard people wanting to go like 4-day work week and 3-day weekend instead of the work week we have. Who wants to sit through endless meetings that we all know could simply be an email? There's literally memes about this because it's such a common thing. But we all do it. Why? Largely because we understand these are the rules of life. Sometimes you have to do things you don't want to do. We have to pay our bills. We have to pay our taxes. We have to go to work in order to live, be successful, all that. We do things we don't want to do, but we don't necessarily do the things we don't want to do that would help us. We kind of get stuck in only doing the things we don't want to do that we have to do to kind of get by, like the bare minimum of making sure we have food, shelter, etc. But how would your life be different if you actually took action based, and I know that means doing things you don't want to do, but based on how you want to experience life? Now, keep in mind, I don't make the rules here. I've just done the learning, understand the psychology, have practiced them myself, teach them to others, have seen the evidence, and teaching them here. I do things I don't want to do all the time. I don't want to wake up at 4 a.m. every day, but it is the template or structure to my life that actually leads me to feel the most successful. And that's exactly kind of my point. We say we do these things based on what we want to do or we don't want to do, but the entire time that we're saying these things, we're also attaching a subconscious feeling or expectation of a feeling. I want to get healthy, or I want to be skinny so then I will feel happy or I'll feel confident. I want to pay my mortgage so that I can own my house or have a roof over my head. I don't want to go to work, but I do because I understand that it makes me feel accomplished sometimes and leads to the life that I want to have, which makes me feel XYZ, whatever your feelings are. We are subconsciously attaching a feeling to every action we take, but we allow the energy of I don't want to actually stop us from taking the actions in alignment with who we want to be and who we want to become. How do you think your life would be different if you switched that script? Right now, I feel like the equation is I don't want to, so I'm not going to, and then you feel guilty or judge or shame yourself. Sometimes it's I don't want to, I do it, it wasn't good enough. We're never actually getting the true sensation that we want, especially because we attach some subconscious timeline of when we want what we want. And I am just as guilty as the next person. I fell into this trap largely with my business and pulled all-nighters and was very unhealthy until I realized the timeline I was on was my own. So, not preaching, just learn some things. The truth is, we don't understand why we want what we want. A lot of it is based on social media or on, what we learn in society, or I want to feel successful. I want to feel a sense of worthiness. And that is ultimately, success is trying to get you that feeling of worthiness. They kind of connect to each other. And that's why we overwork, we lead ourselves to burnout, we don't practice boundaries because we're afraid to actually look at the equation and understand, wait, are my actions actually giving me what I feel? And I get it. We grew up in a culture that was like, scary feelings. We don't like those. But every single one of us has them, and we're not going to be able to escape them. We can push them down, but we still feel things. And largely when we push them down, they come out anyways in just ways that we're not really proud of. So here's my question. Well, not question. Here's my challenge. I want you to run an experiment for a week. And throughout the week, just shoot me DMs or message me, whatever's easiest. But I want you to choose what you do based on how you want to feel. So when you're going to bed at night and you want to feel energized, but you know if you sleep until 8 and go straight to work, you feel really drained. But if you wake up at 6 and get a workout in, then you feel energized. Then that means your action should be wake up early, get the workout in, and then go to work. If you want to feel successful, be intentional about the actions you take to get that sense of feeling. That means as you're taking actions, you have to kind of take a step back and be like, is this feeling like success? Do you even know what successful actually feels like in your body? I don't know, but if you don't, how can you actually get it? If you want to feel worthy, what actions are required from you to feel worthy? We have this idea of what we want, and we tell ourselves these are the things it takes to get these things. And yet, when we don't get them, or when we do get them and we don't feel that, we just change the front half of the equation. If I lose 10 pounds, I'll be happy. You lose 10 pounds, you're not happy. Okay, I need to lose 20. You're just changing the equation. So my challenge is choose what actions you're going to take based on how you want to feel. And if you aren't sure what actions actually make you feel those things, then maybe that's the first place you actually have to look at. I guarantee you, when you shift your thinking out of what I want and taking action based on what you want versus how you want to feel, you're going to start making progress in the arena that you want to. Life isn't about doing what we want. Life we find to be enjoyable and tragic, whether we're really doing what we want or not, quite frankly. I'm not saying never do what you want. I'm saying if you're not happy in your life, if you're not where you want to be, that means you're using the wrong equation and you need to understand how you want to feel. And if you really want to learn the 4 secrets to take your life to the next level and restore your inner balance, then I encourage you to click the link in my bio and listen to the podcast I was on, the Booty Bands podcast with Danita. It's a great podcast. You can learn even more tips about how to set yourself up for success. But that is what I have for you today. So go understand how you feel and what actions make you feel that, and take action in that way and see if that doesn't change your life. I bet it will. But I hope to hear from you, and I will see you guys next week.